Welcome to this short introductory video tutorial for VeraCross, the school information system. The purpose of this video is to give you a brief introduction to the overview and the main features of the system, but you will find separate tutorials for more middle and high school specific pieces of information that you will also need to know. In order to access VeraCross, you can do so in many ways. The two main ways are either directly from the school website at www.asbindia.org and by coming to quick links and clicking on VeraCross. Alternatively, you can choose the dashboard and then take the link from the dashboard that would also take you to the VeraCross login page. By choosing VeraCross, I come to the login page like so. And you will need to sign in using your VeraCross username and ID that will have been provided to you by the school a day or so before your arrival. Once you've logged in for the first time, you will have the opportunity to change your password by clicking on the top right hand side and changing it to one more memorable. Okay, once you are in, the main home page looks like this, and you have access to three pages: Home, which is where we are now, Calendars, and Directory, and we'll come back to those later on. For purposes of the home page, you'll notice that elementary, middle and high school, depending on where your children are within the divisions, do look slightly different. Predominantly, all three areas or divisions have similar sets of information, with the exception for elementary, who doesn't carry quite as much assignment information as middle and high. At the top part of the page here, you have a review or access to emails, all school emails, and both those relevant just for your children, that will be here. So if, for example, you think you've deleted an email in your inbox in error, or you haven't remembered to check it, you can also come here and find access to it here. And you can scroll down like so to find older pieces of information. If you have middle and high school children, you'll also see any notifications with regards to assignment alerts posted here also. Further below, we have a snapshot of this week's all-school calendar, so you can see all activities that are going on. And as we scroll down further, you'll have access to all of your children according to the division that they are in. We've set up a test child here for me, which will also enable me to show you middle and high school features and some of the separate videos. On the right-hand side, you have some important tabs. The first one, which is My Children, and that is where we are now. If we click on Recent Activity, this is also a snapshot similar to the one here at the top of previous emails from either the school superintendent, from class teachers, and other communications from the school. Here you also get notifications with regard to homework assignments and any details with regards to absentee information. The all assignments we'll come back to on a separate video tutorial that takes a little bit more explaining and is only relevant for middle and high school students. One important thing to do with the very first time you log into VeraCross is to come to the Update Profile page. By clicking on here, it will open up a separate page, and this is where you can ensure that the information held in the school information is accurate and up to date for both you and your family. You'll see that this record here isn't very well populated, but that's just for purposes of this demonstration. You should expect to see your complete address here under primary and any secondary address that you hold. And if we scroll down here, the personal details of mother and father or guardians within the family. It's important here that you ensure that the email one for both mother and father are correct, any mobile phone and business numbers, and any other relevant information that you would like the school to hold. And the same for the children. Once again, checking that they too have their accurate information recorded on the school system. The other thing to do is ensure here that under emergency contacts for each child that you have is also up to date and correct. This will open up in a separate window. And it's important to know the grey areas will not need to be updated as it's taken from the main page. But if you have any additional emergency or new contacts to add, then it'll be worthwhile adding them here, and you will be sent a reminder once a year to do that. Click on Save Changes. Like so, you'll receive confirmation that the changes have been made, like so, and then you can close that out. Once you return to the profile page, you must click that you can confirm the above information is complete and accurate, and then update. Once updated, once again you'll receive confirmation that the information has been saved, and you can close that page down. Okay, once you're back to the home page here, we can come back to My Children, and it takes us back to the page at which we started. You'll also notice twice a year that you'll have access here to the E3 schedule, and also there'll be a separate tag underneath it for the E3 sign up. Twice a year you'll have the opportunity to sign your children up for a range of after-school activities, and that's now done completely online, and you'll see just at those points in time you'll have access here to the sign up page, and we do provide tutorials for those separately elsewhere here on the Google site. Okay, so now we have a little explore of the home page. If we access the calendars, here you can have access to the all-school calendar, so all activities going on in school, the athletics calendar, and also birthday calendars of faculty and students here at the school. One of the really main useful tools here on Vera Cross, which is good to know, is the online directory, which is fully up to date on an ongoing basis. In around October each year, you will receive a hard copy, but at the point at which this is printed, no further updates are made from that point on. However, here in Vera Cross, the directory is kept fully up to date, so you can search for information at any point in time. On the right-hand side here, you have the ability to search by division of school for faculty and staff, or search by grade for particular children, parents or staff, or you can browse by alphabet here by clicking on the particular letter and scrolling with the parent's information. If you want to search, for example, for everybody living in Powai, you can do so by typing in Powai here, and in alphabetical order it will show you all the families that are currently residing in Powai. This is a really useful feature if you're new to Mumbai or to an area and you want to find other families in the close vicinity to yourself. Okay, once you're back to the home page here, you'll notice that each child has a record here of wherever they are, what class they are in at that particular time, classes to which they are assigned, and any information with regards to any absent or tardy marks that they may have received. If you have children in middle and high school, you may well also find that these categories are also populated for not turned in assignments, incomplete, turned in late, or any failed assignments, and you can get a snapshot here. Please note, if you only have children in the elementary school, you will find that unless you are looking for specific information or you want to check your child's records, beyond the point of updating your profile at the beginning of the year, you may not find the need to access Vera Cross on a particularly regular basis. However, for those with children in middle and high school, you'll find that you'll need to access it on a much more frequent basis to stay in touch with your children's assignments and their grades and any notifications that teachers may have sent you.